Well, if you know the history of FIS, the company really has been formed and grown as a result of a series of corporate acquisitions and reorganizations and mergers and spin-offs. And through that process, which goes back for 40 years, we have acquired some of the best companies in the industry. And that's been great for us, and as a result of those acquisitions, we brought in some wonderful thought leaders, some terrific, great best practices in terms of employee engagement and recognition. But in October of 2009, after our biggest merger, we really launched a program to rebrand the company and try to create a single global FIS culture.
As the largest global provider for banking and payment technologies, FIS products and services play a key role in billions of daily financial transactions.
Walk in any financial institution, any bank branch, every financial service you see, FIS has some form of capability to deliver. So if you walk up to a teller window and you make a deposit, those are FIS solutions taking that deposit, posting that deposit to your DDA account. If you go to your ATM and you stick in your debit card and you withdraw funds, that's FIS authorizing that withdrawal, verifying that it's a valid account, verifying the funds are available, authorizing that withdrawal and issuing those funds. If you look at even the electronic channels and explosion in the electronic industry with bill payment, many people now, especially in the US, are paying their bills online. FIS, second largest bill provider in the industry today.
In a 24/7 environment where it's critical that all client systems around the world are continuously connected and running, you need engaged employees working behind the scenes ready to deliver.
If we're not engaging the employees, then we're not going to be able to make sure that we learn from them, listen from them, and make their lives better each and every day, which allows them to be freed up to focus on the client, to continue to drive market-leading products, and to continue to excel on operational performance.
As the cornerstone of FIS's employee engagement efforts, recognition has helped connect 32,000 employees around the world.
We developed our recognition strategy as part of the effort to pull a number of localized cultures and practices together into that single global FIS culture. Again, as I've mentioned, we had some terrific practices in different locations, and we had some locations where there really was a lack of employee recognition. So we looked to O.C. Tanner to help us create a single global, consistent employee recognition tool that we could use to spread the brand and spread the culture across the company, and that's what we have now with FIS as You.
People talk about integration of systems and tools and applications. We've really done a cultural integration over the last 18 months as well too, and that's been really exciting to watch. And I think the launch of FIS as You has been just a kind of a leading project that has brought together a lot of people's hearts and minds and motivation, and it's as simple as saying thank you, but as simple as saying thank you to 32,000 people across a very large global footprint in many languages and many different places has been more complicated. But you know, when it comes down to it, the value of appreciation never changes, doesn't matter where you are, and it's just been a really exciting time for us as a company.
With the size and scope of FIS, you're always working with people in different locations. Some might be, just across town, but some of them might be either across the ocean or in another part of the country. So, before you would always want to just maybe send an email thanking somebody for their effort, but the FIS as You tool is a fun little way to send a button or an e-card, and employees get to have their own corkboard of recognition, well, a virtual corkboard of recognition so that they can reflect on it and see the differences that they've made.
Being appreciated and rewarded for great work is motivating employees to continue to go above and beyond, and it's driving success for the company.
Particularly in my business, which is so globally distributed, recognition is something it's driving visibility into where the performers are in an organization. Is actually becoming a tool that we use to help drive work to certain places. So higher margin work would be driven to the centers that get the greatest recognition, which translates again into employee engagement.
2 years after the merger, FIS revenue has increased by 4.2%, with earnings per share going up 22%. FIS knows the secret to its success is in continued efforts to listen, build trust, and celebrate its people each and every day.
When you look at recognition, it gets a little bit complex in the sense that it's easy to recognize employees on any given day, and they appreciate it. There's no doubt they appreciate it. It's being consistent about it. It's having events that consistently recognize what our employees do for us, that recognize that they truly make a difference, that tell them when a client calls and says, you know what, because of the efforts of your employees, we're a better bank or financial institution. Because of the efforts of a certain individual or a certain group of individuals, that's what the employees want to hear. They want to know. They want to know for sure they make a difference, number one. And as important, they want to know that we recognize that they make a difference. And I think that's what we try to focus on.